I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, I believe so. We should be live, Alice. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to today's broadcast brought to you by ESEL. Sorry for a little bit of a mishap. There was a connectivity issues on my part because I think my cat chewed my cable. I have to beat him up for that. Of course, no animal cruelty, just messing around. But you know, we will be beating each other out. Well, a lot of those teams that we have today. We have 3 BO1s. It was supposed to be 4. I know you are sad. We are sad too. But unfortunately, it had to be moved. So the program for today, the schedule is like that. Alice, take it away.
Hey, we're gonna have Breaking Bad's fighting with Starlace in the first BO1 from today, followed by Phantom versus Boal Valkyries, and then in the end we're gonna have our closing match being between Echo Esports and Foot Esports.
A tough battle.
Yeah.
If you look at the schedule, where do you feel like lies the most action? You know, like the most back and forth kind of equal stuff. Because I feel like, especially here on Emerald Diva, compared to basically anything. Okay, rather, I wouldn't necessarily say it's Emerald Diva's fault. I don't think it's their fault at all. But I feel like when we have the ladies competition here in Europe, because it's
Okay.
not so profound and the player thickness, the player population is not so big, I feel like the gaps between the teams are pretty noticeable. in some cases, of course. So if you like, for example, if we are taking Emerald Diva, I feel like, okay, there is like those 5 4 super strong teams, and then there's the rest. And when one of those 5 teams is matched up against the other teams, it's usually a very heavily one-sided. Sometimes the teams are able to bite back, but most of the times they get dominated. So that's a pattern that I noticed. But from the matches that we have today, where do you feel like is the most equal footing?
I mean, I think from the very first game is gonna be the most equal footing because if I'm not mistaken, Bringing Bads and Starlace are in the last position in their group, and I think that might be
They are
group.
not really, or rather,
No?
they are two second, like two last places, you could say
Yeah,
theoretically.
yeah,
But Bringing Bats are sitting on 2 points, whereas
yeah.
Starlaces are sitting on 0 points. For Bringing Bats, they were able to win 2 times, and their respective wins were against. And let me search this up. Yes, it was against Phantoms, and it has been against. Uh, Give me a second. Oh, against Phantoms. They beat Phantoms twice. Oh, damn. They really like to beat Phantoms. And that's a funny part because Phantoms, they have 3 points, by the way, after 5 games. So even though Phantoms lost 2 times to bring in Mats, they are still above bringing Mats. Man, this is too funny, Alice. This is too funny.
I mean, it is how it is, bro. But on the other side, Starlace, I think they lost pretty much to everyone. So at this point, they are searching for at least winning one game, because right now is their, let's say, a redemption match, redemption time, revenge time, call it whatever you want to call it. And yeah, being on the very bottom of the list is not quite pleasured. And maybe Starlace are going to come with something interesting to show us because, hey, at some point they weren't playing that bad. I mean, yeah, they were playing decent. They were having some problems with communication, positioning on the map, but the draft itself wasn't looking that bad. Of course, they were forcing all the time, if I'm not mistaken, with not with too much meta heroes, right? They were forcing with comfort picks. They were
Yep.
banning out some target heroes for the opposing side, but other than that, they were just how is it called? They were just going with comfort picks, right? And meta bans because you cannot just ban their right their comfort
Oh
picks.
my god.
And
I'm sorry to
look, bro,
step
look,
into that, Alice, but we have group stage,
don't
and
worry, my
looking
guy.
at Group A, I'm loving what I see because Noctra on the top place, just one loss, and
Okay,
this team has been an emotional roller coaster for me. People were saying, oh, look out, this team is good. And I didn't believe them at first, but looking at it back, I was so wrong. Noctra, they are so far dominating their group. And honestly, isn't the group finished, by the way? Because 6 games, where they play
mm,
more, I think it's 2 times every team, right? So yeah, I think sitting in 6 games, I think the group A should be finished.
I
Am I
mean,
right, Alice, or am I wrong?
That might be the case. That might be the case to only be the 6 games, and for in having wait 6 matches, one loss. Sorry, it's 5 losses. Oh, okay, so I think something is missing from there, but never mind, never mind. Yeah, it's just tough to be on the last spot. Okay, and yeah, I think I got the confirmation as well as there are only the 6 matches for those groups, and looks like only this. I think today it's gonna be the last. They're going to be the last matches for Group B as well, right? With Wars, Valkyrie, Phantom, Bringing Back, Starlace. And yeah, looks like it's going to be a complete group as well after today.
Yeah, absolutely. But let's have a rundown of other groups that are waiting for us. Group C, Void Kid Celestia with 4 points, still under their old name. But we saw them in Europe. GK Sports. That's what they rocking now. But yeah, they still have that old name, rocking the Void Kids moniker. Group D, Food Esports on the top. Echo Esports honestly right behind them. But the problem with Echo Esports is that they already played their own match, so they cannot get more points. Whereas Foot Esports, first of all, they can, and second of all, I think they will get their point because no disrespect to Gascom ladies, but Foot Esports are a whole different beast. Foot Esports, from what we saw, are one of the teams, if not the team, that might win it all. Because yeah, last time they won, Frozen Diva was there playground, and Emerald Diva, Well, so far from their group, they look pretty decent as well. Alice, if we are having those groups and we are just looking over at them, which of the teams that we have caught your attention?
Bro, I mean, I know it's under different name, and I know you asked for a reason who is gonna catch my eyes, and it's gonna be Void Kisalistia, bro, because they are having a strong lineup, and that group stage for them is just like, let's say, easygoing at this point, and I'm just curious how it's gonna come when they're gonna play against Farcol Vega, but that already we see on the screen that they're first in their group as well.
Oh, yeah.
Against Footy Sports that you mentioned, they are forced to be reckoned, and Boars Gaming, Noctra as well, because they are also top tiers in their groups. And yeah, I just can't wait to see those teams facing each other right after the group stage, because
In the
that's gonna
playoffs.
be
Oh,
interesting.
yeah.
Yeah.
In the playoffs. Exactly, Alice. Uh, we just had a quick rundown of the groups themselves. And in the meantime, before we hop into the match itself, into the first one that we have, you can drop a like if you didn't already. You can follow, subscribe if you did not do that already. And do that so you don't miss out. ESL is rocking their own tournaments, their own competitions throughout the summer, so it will be heated up even here up at our phones. So don't you worry about that. There is a lot of fun to be had. Well,
Always be said.
well,
I try
Alice,
something that
if
works.
if 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 we are having a little bit of time to for quick small cappuccino, what do you
Okay.
think will be the name for the season 3? Because first was Frozen Diva, second Emerald Diva. It's like kind of following the vibe that the season, like the spring or winter,
Maybe
has. What
Fire Diva.
Fire Diva?
Or maybe
Then you think
Diamond
like
Diva.
it's then you think I think Diamond could be good for like winter again, but I don't know. I feel like Fire is not fancy enough. I mean, what could go? Blazing Diva.
Phoenix. Phoenix Diva.
Phoenix Diva could go hard too. I think Blazing Diva
Okay.
or Phoenix Diva
Yeah.
could go super hard. Pika or anyone from the production team, if you don't have the name yet, hit us up. Of course, for a small fee, we can cook it up for you. Don't you worry. We got you. We got you.
Right.
Well, Alice, we are having the first one. The first one is being prepared, right? As we are talking, you were saying you feel like it could be equal, it could, or rather, not equal necessarily, but it could be a little bit more equal than some of the others. And what do you have there? Is there a note? Is there a note that you want to
I'm
tell to the
I'm not
viewers?
no, I'm noting the names you were mentioning.
Oh, you are noting the names. All right. Well, just for a quick recap, we are having Bringing Bats against Starlace. Starlace is
Yep.
already matched up against Bringing Bats. I remember it not going super well for Starlaces, but at the same time, I know there were moments. There were moments when it looked a little bit better. And I remember, if I'm correct, I remember that I was saying something like, I get that you go for comfort, but at the same time, you need to respect the draft. You need for the team to make sense together. And I don't think that was that was what they had. I think there was a little bit too much chaos, a little bit more too ranked type of a comp, but you need a
Yep.
little
Yep.
bit more because I've been saying that I feel like Bringing Bats, Boars Gaming, for example, are the teams that are holding the upper echelon, the upper part of the Emerald Diva itself from the rest. Like if you want to go there, if you want to match up against Falcons Vega, if you want to match up against Footy Sports, Noctra, Voidkid Celestia, you need to get through those two teams. If you're not getting through them, well, unlucky for you, you are not gonna have your chance.
Yeah. Yes, indeed. I mean, there are gonna be some chances, but I mean, only to face them and just get bitten. But if you actually get through the teams that Warren was mentioning, and if you want to actually go further away, you need to just come on top. You need to change a bit the strategy. I mean, it's all about the strategy, Warren. You are prepared for the game, right? You need to study your enemy. You need to study your own team, your own teammates first, and see. Let's first. I think the first step would be to break through the comfort zone. You break through the comfort zone and you go straight for the unknown. Go for the unknown and then see what are the possibilities. Because once you just break through the comfort zone, you start to discover more possibilities of strategies for the draft, for the bans, for the picks. Everything come different in place, and that's what you want to see. Because staying only with the picks that you are casual with, right, for the rank as well. You were mentioning earlier that feels only like ranking draft. You are not gonna get too far because yeah, ranking drafting can get you to a certain level, but not higher than that. And that point that goes above the ranking level, it's the pro tournament level. That where we are finding the teams you were mentioning, Boris Gaming, Footy Sports, Falcon Vega, and so on. So you need to break through this point. You break through this point, you get to play with the big teams, with the big names, right, from this platform, from these tournaments. And once you get to play there, of course, it's not gonna be easy, right? So it's not gonna be easy. I'm not saying that if you break to this point, yeah, of course you can beat anyone, no matter what. You're gonna be the best, right? So keep in mind that you will need also to keep improving from that point, but you will have a new beginning to start from. That's what I want to see from the girls. And actually, honestly, I kind of saw these things from the teams that play so far. I mean, my first encounter with the teams I've seen in Emerald Diva was like, okay, I understand, but the level is not quite what I was expected. And then day by day, game by game, when I was following, when I was casting or spectating only, I've seen a lot of improvements. I mean, they are learning from the mistake. They are learning from what's happening, and I actually enjoy that. And I like what I see.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. And we are so thankful for any project happening here in Europe and
Yeah.
right at this moment, especially for ESCL, that's having this broadcast right. So thank you guys for making it happen. There are of course many other projects as well, and we just love that. As a of course a little bit of a new edition. I'm okay. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I wasn't with you out here in the trenches from 2016 already. Right? So I'm a little bit of a new addition. I'm a little bit of an immigrant, you could say, right? Like I migrated from a different game, but I'm loving what we have here in MLBB, and I'm so happy that the moment when I come in, of course, just a coincidence, no connections there. The moment when I come in, the Europe is moving up. We have the spot at the EWC that we recently acquired through the competition here in Europe. Beautiful stuff. And also we have ESCL giving chances to female teams. The first organization here in Europe to do that, to do solo female tournament, purely female tournament. So beautiful stuff is happening. I love it, and I hope that we will get even further. I'm loving it. We hope you folks are loving it too. But I know you're kind of hating the time that we are yapping. You want to see the games. You want to see the draft. Okay, Alice, let's let's try to taste a little bit of the draft in the air. Sniff the air, think about it,
I mean,
and
bro.
try to sense a little bit of that draft that will be happening. Which heroes you think will be necessarily either picked or banned? Like, what are the top dogs?
Bro, at this point, I, what I think that the teams that are gonna face off are gonna pull off, or what I want them to pull off.
Wait, what? That was a
Which
question.
Hey, Warren, you just give me hard moments here, man. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. I was like, okay, to give you the drafts that I want to see, or I think the
No,
teams
no,
will
no, no,
pull off.
no. Yeah, sorry, I'm just messing with you. I'm sorry. I wanted
I
to
know,
have a
bro. I
little
know.
bit,
I know.
little bit of fun. Uh, the draft that you feel like, sorry, not the draft necessarily, but the heroes themselves, right? Uh, where you feel like the hero is really a powerhouse. Like for me, it would be a Paquito, for example. I think Paquito is super crazy. I think he needs to be okay. He doesn't need to be nerfed because, for example, Juxin has been
Why not?
super strong for a year and no one done anything
Okay.
with it. No one. And okay, recently she got nerfed a little bit and she kind of fell from grace a little bit. She's not like banned 100% of the times. She sometimes slips in, and even when she slips in, she's not guaranteed victory. Okay, and I want Paquito to enjoy that. So don't nerf him. But he's super strong. He's super strong. I think a team that does not take him is losing out.
You know what? I know that the first time when we both met, you were like a fan of Paquito. So I can see what you're saying about it, Paquito. And I think from all of us, you're the first one to be the happiest about the buff he received and that he's played on the pro scene so much lately after that buff. I think you are the most happy about this one. But yeah, on your team with having that Paquito, honestly, I think Harit can be a good add to either opposing team against Paquito or even in his team. If you have Harit in the enemy team, means you're gonna play um, not against Favius because we know Favius is weird and hard to play when you are a Harit, right? So maybe Harit. I want to see Harit.
Harry, the little furry guy, right? Little ears. Is he cosplaying someone? No, I think it's his. I think it's his race, right? He's like Nana, he, Joy. I think there's more of them. I think they're called Leonines. Unluckily, we don't have Scared. We don't have the nerd on the desk who can yap all about the lore and all that stuff. But yeah. I agree. I agree. But you know what, folks? You can be excited a lot about not just the match that's upcoming and the other ones that will be coming right up after that, but you can also be excited that we have confirmed that for the next season of Emerald Diva, the prize pool will be getting piled up even more. We will be having $250 added to the prize pool, so it will add up to a $1,000 here on Emerald Diva. Beautiful stuff, beautiful stuff. So the price was becoming pretty decent, I have to say. And compared to I will piggyback back to the point that I was mentioning, right? That how it used to be in Europe, and you kind of just at MEC, that was it, nothing else. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
being a pro player or like aspiring pro player, rather, because I don't think we necessarily have so many literal pro players here, but rather like semi pro or aspiring. Being one of those here in Europe has to be a blast. I hope you are enjoying that. Like, if you're some of those and you are watching, right? Tracking your opponents. We hope you are enjoying that because we as casters definitely do, and we are happy to bring you the action, which should be starting in timely enough fashion. But you might be thinking again, like, what's going on? Why didn't we start already? What's going on, really? Well, to be completely transparent with you, my cat ran away and it got into ESCL server room and it cut their cables. So it chomped on their cables. And because of that, they had to drive down to the shop. And right now, the admins are getting the new cables and also sending the cat back to me. I have no idea how he got there because I'm in Czech and the server room is in Ukraine. So he had to run like I don't know how many kilometers. I was always bad at geography, but yeah. So sorry for that, folks. My cat just loves cables. No, of course, just messing around, stretching it out a little bit. The thing is, we are making sure that all the connection is great. All the players are playing on great MS, so the competition can be to a standard that we want to keep. So that's why it's taking some time. Alice, by the way,
Yes.
we Hirara is kind of around the corner. Do you know any leaks about the hero that should be coming after Hirara, or you know nothing about that?
I mean, bro, you ask the most uninformed person you can talk with. I'm just kidding, bro. I'm just kidding. I don't know too much to say, but all I have to say right now is that you know what is gonna come like and stay for like 6 months on the plate. You,
All
what?
right,
You,
so
you have to
I've
say
got
what,
some leaks.
bro? Bro, you have to
I've
say what, bro?
Oh, sorry. I wanted to give the juicy stuff to the people. I wanted to give the juicy stuff to the people, so I literally searched it up and I kind of zoned out. So I don't know like last two sentences what you said because I thought, all right, he's gonna carry on. I'm gonna search it up. I'm gonna give
Yeah,
them the
okay.
info.
You were supposed to just say what or yeah, yeah, okay. But no, okay, bro.
I'm
Uh,
sorry. I
I
left
was
you
saying
hanging
that I
again,
love you,
man.
guy. Bro, I was saying that I love you, bro. That's what I was saying.
Oh, all right, all right. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. But what I know, or at least that's what the Google is telling me. So let's hope he is right. But he is saying that
Okay.
The 100. Wait, how much heroes we have? Let me check that. So I'm
Too
not
many
saying
heroes. One, two,
what.
three, four, five, six. I'm just messing with you, bro. Now you said the what? Now you say this.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so we have 132 heroes, and
Okay, okay.
132th hero was Marcel. 133 hero, 33rd hero should be
Oh,
Hirara. And from the data mined information that some folks got, I don't know how they got that because when I tried to mine my phone, I just broke it. So I don't know how they do that. But 134th should be mage, 135th should be a fighter, and 136th should be a support. So those are the information that we have. Damn, okay. Hmm.
you know
Interesting,
what?
interesting stuff. I will be looking out for the fighter. I hope he will be playable on the XP because with fighter releases, it's so tricky. They could be jungle and unplayable XP. Of course, yeah, I know some people are crazy. Yeah, I see you. I see you, Carl, in the viewer room. Yes, we know you play Leomord XP. It's bad. Don't do it. Please don't go into my rank games when
Bro,
you
for
play
real?
Leomord.
For real? Who plays Leo mode XP, man? Hey, can I say that I play Soyu Gold and it actually works?
Gold? Okay, I
Yeah,
met two on the XP, and
still
it
playable, yeah.
was it was horrendous. Like I was on
Okay.
the receiving end. It was horrendous. I got
Oh, okay.
spanked super hard. I could not sit. I could not sit on my chair for some time.
No, I see, I see. Maybe we need to rank up together at some point, man, to see how we can
I guess
experience
so.
each
Yeah, I
other's rank.
guess so. Yeah.
Hey,
We should. But what do you prefer, by the way? Like duo, trio, solo?
there are some moments when I just want to go solo and enjoy, but I just realize you cannot enjoy with the randoms we have in Europe. So then I just wake up to reality, try to find somebody to play duo, trio, or even 5Q. And I don't even know at this point what I prefer because if I go duo, I'm gonna have three. Sorry to call them like this, but I cannot call them otherwise because if you check my history, it's just full of monkeys, right? So it's me, my friend, and three monkeys. If we go trio, they're gonna be me, my two friends, and two monkeys. And if we go 5Q, just picture this, bro. I'm 200 stars. My friends are somewhere around 300 to 400 stars. In the enemy, yesterday I played a game, right? I had somebody that was actual, not the best, actual rank 1,249 stars. And I was not even
Yeah,
in my lane. I was gold, man.
but those are boosted from what I heard. Like not boosted necessarily,
He
but
was
that
clapping us.
no. Yeah, the player is good. I'm not saying that, but like you as a singular person get
Yeah, yeah.
1,000. How much you said is not really like it's possible, but
It
you either
is.
have to be an esport player or like I don't know a MLBB junkie. Because like if you're a normal person, that would mean okay. Let's say you have a good win rate, okay, but still it would be like 2,000 ish games. That's quite a lot. I remember when Synchro was
Yeah, yeah.
playing a lot, that he was like at 1,300 games, and he was saying like he played from a morning to the night.
Yeah, yeah.
And
He
he
was
told
sleeping
me
in
that if
ML, bro.
yeah, and he told me that if you want to get those like 2,500 games and have like 1,000 plus stars or how much, you need to be like switching with someone. Like it's a
Yeah,
24-hour work. You sleep?
yeah, you need
All
to.
right. But you know who's not
Oh,
sleeping?
okay.
It's Phantoms and Boars Valkyries. Oh, look at those cute ghosts against the Boars. Who's gonna win out? Cute ghosts or the Boars? Alice, how you feeling?
Bro, I think I don't want to be hating. I don't want to be too one-sided, but I think Boar Valkyries can have let's not say better draft, but maybe better start of the game that can lead to them winning the game. But you know what? It's just my speculation at this point. We just need to wait and see how they're gonna do.
I mean, we can have a quick recap. The top dogs, the top queens of Group A, rather. Noctra, Group B, Boars, Valkyrie sitting firmly on the first place. I mean, Phantoms could shake things up. He could throw them down, but it would be rather hard. It would be rather hard indeed, because the only victories they got, I think, are two from Starlace. Wait, but one from either Bringing Bats or Borovskis. I have to check which one of them did they got.
Hmm. You know what? At this point, Phantom doesn't look that bad, but even if they win, they're not gonna have enough
Oh
points to
yeah,
go above Boar
Phantom beat
Valkyries.
Bringing Bats. Phantom beat Bringing Bats
Yeah,
once.
yeah, 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 yeah. I think I even have the match
But
saved somewhere.
let's have the word about this roster. Skirts, Tsune Melia, My Chinese, Enya Tui. That's the squad for the left side, for the blue side. But soon we will be having the second roster that they will be matched up against, and that is Boars Valkyries. They are waiting, they are sniffing, they are right around the corner, and this is their roster, Alice.
Hey, we're having Supra, Meore, Rularis, Lovor, Rio, and Kitoni. Okay, I love that the girls have like different hairstyles, but not just different hairstyle, but even different color style. Like it's insane. Blue, pink.
Which color you like the most? I think the blue is dope. I think the blue is so cool.
Yeah, yeah, blue it is. But honestly, I kind of see from time to time blue hair in the street, at least in my city. But the pink one is kind of rare. Not gonna lie.
All right. You know what I think they should do? I think Rio should have a differently colored hair, because I see that it's a little bit less dark or more dark than their mid laner has, but she should go crazy. I think like green, that would go super hard. You know, like have the full roster, each of them different colored head. That would be beautiful. Of course, I'm just being envious because I have no color, no hair rather to color on. I could
Hey, let me
I
give you
could
some more.
cover
Let me give you
this. Yeah,
some.
I could cover like these three little hair follicles that are left there. But yeah, those are the rosters, and we were saying that Board Valkyries have definitely paper wise, statistically wise, the superior team. But you know, phantoms, they can always surprise, they can always spook you like a ghost coming out, you know, from a closet, from a cellar, from the dungeon, whenever you least expect it. And I think if phantoms are going to win, I think it will be through one of two players. I think it will be either XP or it will be gold. I think those two players, at least in my eyes, I would necessarily say they are the strongest, like all together, all stats are maxed.
Yep.
But I would say I feel like they have the clutch potential. I feel like they are able to find, sometimes not every time, but sometimes they find some crazy moment when they sneak in, get a kill. I think those two I'm looking out for the most.
Hey, yeah, you I kind of right. I don't know if you checked, but bro, I sent you to see the last game they were playing. You know, remember that you said they won against Bringing Bad? Yeah, actually, with the help of the goal lane. It's one of the two you were mentioning. Yeah, AXP didn't have too much to show, but the goal lane was godly with 10-1, 2. That Leslie. I wonder if I'm gonna see the Leslie again in the hands of Phantom. You know. Or if Boris Valkyrie, they're just gonna ban it because at some point you can also just ban the comfort picks from the hands of the enemies, right? But from what the thing is, yeah, I said that Boris Valkyries on the paper they're better, they're good, and not only just on the paper, but they're coming from the line of Boars, right? So they can be challenging they can have challenging gameplay against Boar gaming female team, right? So it's harder for them, you know.
They have the
So they are
Boars
just
lineage, right?
yeah,
We can
yeah,
we
yeah.
can call it that, you know, like the Boars. Uh, the boar's ancestors are talking to them. You know, the big
Yeah.
divine boar gets summoned like every Sunday, and it speaks to them. It gives them
And we're like,
wisdom and like
oh.
power. Yeah, exactly. You know, and then like there's like a hooded guy who like lights candles and stuff, and then he like unhoods himself, and it's Bob Rusik with his beaver, you know, like on his chest that he wears you know, like a
Yeah.
talisman. Oh yeah, and he wears it like that, like a necklace, and then he like I don't know, like he flames it. He puts a flame on him, or I don't know, and that's how the ritual begins. I don't know. Never was there. Of course, you can ask the Boars players. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Exactly. By the way, you have the Stitch. Damn, bro! I didn't know you are such a fan. Is it Luvia's Stitch or is it your
N-
Stitch, Alice?
No, my guy, it's actually not even my guy, bro. It's my nephew. He was coming to me and was like, "Okay, do you want to play?" And I'm like, "Yeah, well, let's play." And I was just I was having like mini Kakashi, you know, mini Hayabusa here, and he was coming with the stage. But yo, you know what? I think we're done with side yapping. Right now we are hopping into the draft, finally bringing bats against Starlace. Hey, I want to see. Wait. My mistake. My mistake. My mistake. It's not Starlace. It's Boar's
Phantoms and Boar
Valkyries.
Valkyries are a team. Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
You would
My
like to
bad. My bad.
see Phantom and sorry, bringing bats and Starlace. I get it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
know.
yeah.
I was excited about it too. But sometimes things change. It's life. Sometimes things are not exactly as you think they will be. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what happened. We are having Boars Valkyries against Phantoms.
Versus Phantom.
So and we had a quick check Karuski into the draft just for a sec. Draft has been started. We will be hopping into that just in a bit. Uh, we are just making sure that everything is running smoothly. And Alice, we are moving into the draft already. So if you are talking Phantoms, they are blue side. Let's talk specifically. What do they need to do? Which hero they need to have in order to win? What's the
To
triumph?
have.
What's the way to win?
Hmm. Okay, let me just put this like Harit, Paquito, Belleric, Harley, and Fabius. Dream
Full
team.
lineup. All right.
It's just
All
that
right.
oh wait, no, wait. I put it like two XP laners. Give me
Oh yeah, you.
Zetian in the mid instead of Fabius in the XP.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
dream team.
But I feel like Supra can go super hard with Favos, you know, like she's that type of girl that just hops in. She is
Paquito is
honestly,
better,
like
bro.
honestly, I have to say, even though she is not Boar's member, she has a little
Okay.
bit of that Bobarusik DNA in her. Like when she goes in, I don't know, like I see it there.
Okay, bro. I seen you so hyped for Bubba Rusick. I mean, at this point, guys, bring Bubba Rusick here to cast with us, man. Put
I'm
him
his
like in
biggest
the
fan.
middle of
I'm
it.
his biggest fan.
Bring
What
him,
can
bring
I
him.
say? The best XP in Europe, of course. He has been dethroned a little bit lately. Tough battle he had. Tough battle he
Let's
had.
not talk about that one, bro. Let's not talk about that. You know what?
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about the girls, man. Let's talk about the girls because okay, we were mentioning what I want to see, but I want to see that picked. But what do you want to see as banned? Do you want to see like random heroes, heroes, or meta heroes banned?
I think you need to ban meta heroes for sure. I think Marcel could. Okay, yeah, we are hopping in super fast, and we have bringing bans and stars. Oh my God, Alice, you are a prophet. You are.
Nah, bro.
You are
Cap,
him.
cap, cap,
You are
cap, bro,
him.
cap. Nah. It's just like that, bro. It's just for people to think that it's gonna be bringing bads and starlights, but no, it's actually Phantom with the first pick and first banding phase, right? And versus Boar's Valkyries because it's Supra, Suzune. You see the players for Phantom. It's just for us to be like surprised. You never know what's coming, that's way. So
Ooh,
let's
the
just ignore this
ghost.
at this point, man.
The ghost can jump out whenever. All right, I'm
Yeah,
scared
yeah.
with eat it. All right.
Okay, interesting. But okay, you know what? Okay, it's Harit and Paquito are banned, so no more in my dream team. But you have the Zetian. At least Zetian for Phantoms, I got it right. But
Yeah,
Harley was in the other side.
I think Zetian is good, but you need a self-sufficient marksman, self-sufficient gold laner. I think Hanabi. I think Hanabi is the. I know
Mm,
it would be super late game heavy, but I feel like Wen is just gonna get one shot, and there's like
yeah,
not much he can do.
she's already picked, so you cannot do too much because right
Wait,
now
I
they
don't think
have
she is. I don't think
she.
she is.
Yes,
She's. Oh wait, she. Oh, she is. Oh, she is. She
trust
is.
trust me on this one, or I'm not lying to you. I may be joking, but I'm not lying to you.
Oh yeah, but
Okay.
why is it glowing like that? You know, I thought it's glowing when I don't know. I don't know. It's
Because the
that's weird.
players that are playing the heroes are special.
Ooh, all right. So
I
Amzi
don't know, random
skirt
fact.
Enya, Amzi skirt Enya Tui. I guess hit up Alice. I think he wants to. I don't know, have a trio Q. But oh, returning. Wait, what happened?
No, I mean just more, bro. It's just to be
And it's
there,
back with us. It's us too again. We hope you have more fun with us than you will have with the actual games because for the most part of today you have us. So if you tune in for the games, we are sorry. Today it's the talk show. The working name is Two Yapuchinos. That's the working name we are going with so far. You can support us on
Wait,
Kickstarter.
Warren. I can feel some interesting bands.
Oh yeah.
Freya followed by Harit, and Marcel followed by what else? What else? Gimme. I see in the future, bro. Tell me. It's gonna be first pick Zetian for Phantom. It's gonna be Fovius with Harley for Boris Valkyries. What else? Alongside Ivy, it's gonna be 1-1 with Edit for Phantom. Paqueta was the band. Okay. I'm just making the entire drop, bro. Look. See, I told you, Zetian. I'm just in the future, my guy. I'm in the future. See, Fovius and Harley like this. You know? Now it's gonna be Edit in 1-1. Look. I'm just too good, man.
Damn, you're good at that. You're really good at that, bro. I'm surprised. Oh! I called it. I said that Wen will get one shot and it's not a good move. And here you have it. Hanabi probably, if Harit is banned, probably the best bet you have. Of course, we saw crazy Moscow recently in Europe, where Moscow survived. I don't know if people call that as well, but there was a moment where Moscow 1v1 a Harley, and his HP bar went from like 0 to max, then to 0 again almost, and then to max again. It was the craziest moment, one of the craziest moments of this year so far. Of course, still half a year ahead of us, so there might be even more. You know, there might be even more in this game specifically, because we have Harley there. There could be many crazy stuff. But now, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that Amzi Skirt is gonna go hard with Edith. I remember her playing with Edith recently. Oh, sorry, not recently, but before, and she melted. You don't respect her. You are not counting that. All right, it will be Edith. You are not prepared for that, and she went super hard.
Yo, Warren, want to see a magic trick?
Oh yeah, go for it.
Hey, look left, look right, and then look again at the teams that are gonna play.
Oh yeah.
We're having Phantom versus Boars Valkyries, my guy. You were lying to me that Breaking Bad facing Starlace, man. Why are you lying to me?
I guess I was. It was the Mandela effect, right? Was Mandela alive? Is he alive? How is it? You never know.
Hey.
By the way, Leo Mort, your favorite hero, right? I think he is your most played. Second? Oh, who is first? Suyo?
Suyo. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, damn. All right. So you wait. So which team you were coaching? Like Phantom? So they banned it, or like wait, what's going on?
Yeah. I was like Phantom. I was Phantom.
Oh damn! All right.
Saying what they're gonna pick, but yeah, it looks like well,
man, this Stormtrooper skin is like the first time I saw Stormtroopers hit. Usually, when someone picks it up, but I don't like it that much. I have to say. Oh, it's Belric, right? Because of course we would be having too much magic damage. Yes, theoretically it could be possible to go chemical lane, but too much magic damage. Also, Fevos, you need to consider him as a hybrid hero. He's not 100%, like he's not 60% magical, but he's like 30, 35 magical. It's still a decent amount. You don't want him in a full magic team, definitely. But so far we have that. Like even though it's not Kimi, it's Belric, but so much magical damage, which is good because it can burst down squishies. So Hanabi will feel the pain a lot. Malia on Zetian will feel that too. But physical, you need some physical, or they are gonna just go tough boots. That's gonna cut a lot, and they will. Is it a Cyclops jungle? It is a Cyclops jungle. Oh my! Alice, tell me about it. Did you see that first time, second time?
Hey, it's not what I was coaching, my guy. I mean, I'm telling you to go Suyu, to go Leomore Harley, and you're going with. That's not okay, man. That's against my will. Okay, well, we don't have what to do. I just joking, of course. But yeah, Cyclops, I think it's not that bad of a choice because in the late game, that ultimate is just like you can spam the ultimate faster than actually your first skill. That's how I see it.
Yeah, it's 8 seconds something. Van being picked up. Ooh wee!
Okay, interesting matchup. Even though Boris Valkyrie have the, let's say, more stronger combination and duo and more meta heroes, Phantom are not staying that bad. I mean, they have Zitian, they have Hanabi that it's also gathering some shining moments in some of the matches. But other than that, Minotaur doesn't look that bad. Edit on the XP, it's quite okay. We'll have to wait and see. And the Cyclop in the jungle.
Oh yeah. But looking at the teams, definitely Phantoms want to play for the late game. They have crazy heroes for that. Edith, Hanabi, Cyclops. If they hit late game, it's their game. Whereas for Boros Valkyries, they definitely want to utilize the mid game power spike because in the early game themselves, they are not super strong as well. So mid game against late game. Alice, we are going to be hopping into the Land of Dawn. What do you have to say about it?
Hey man, we are just here now with the first game, Boars Valkyries versus Phantom. And it's gonna be a battle of retribution between a Cyclop and a Harley. You're not seeing a Cyclop every day, but now today here into the Land of Dawn, we are gonna witness if it's gonna be history or not onto the side of Phantom.
Well, we will see that in a bit, right? I mean,
Yep.
in a little longer bit, because Harley cannot really do much before level 4. Also, Cyclops will be farming rather. But one thing has to be said. People don't sleep on Cyclops jungle in a sense where you take him as a typical ranged guy, typical squishy guy, because he can go a lot of items that make him super duper tanky. He can even switch the last item for a defensive item, still do a bunch of damage. So this Cyclops will be kind of tanky.
Yeah, and the fact that I just see from this very beginning of the match is that Zitian, it's late with the level 2 and gonna lose some of the minions from this wave as well. Meore took already a creep from the jungle of Suzune, and Suzune is just so low there standing, but okay.
Almost. Yeah, Suzune is not having a good time. I don't think going for lethal when your mid laner has been pushed back was the right call. She should have went for her jungle instead.
Yeah, but it's never late because now it has the Leto in the pocket. It was kind of close call, but it ended up good. As for the mid lane, Zitian is not quite a hero that you want to slack behind with the farm. It's already one level gap between the mid laners. It's not that much being told about the early game, but it's still there. So Lunaris is going to have the level 4 way before Melia is going to have it, and it's gonna be more impactful coming to the this very first turtle of the match. Ooh, but what's happening in the both side? They just gonna give up on the turtle?
I think so. Because I have to support that idea because they realize they're not winning early game. Let's just try to make a cross map happen. And I think they are moving back for the mid lane push. Okay, makes sense. But the gold crab, I think they should have got the gold crab. And I'm not sure if Hanabi can take it. Oh, Phantoms, don't take the bait. Don't take the fight, Phantoms.
Nah, they cannot trade it. They cannot. It's just gonna be a free turtle for Meore, and that's supposed to just end there. Do not force it anymore. Suzune is there. Okay, they know she's there. Look at them waiting.
Eat it. Oh my god, there's a knockup. Lunar's lover needs to flicker out, but she's dead. It's a first look for Umzisker. They get more, alright. Suzune got killed, but double kill for Umzisker. And this Edith is on fire, alright. Her passive, rather her ult, ran out. That's unfortunate. Melia still alive. Meore tanking all the pocket bricks into the face of Yatui. Yatui gets slain, but Melia is out, I think so. It's 2 for 2. And with a comp like that, Phantoms are the victors in this one.
Hey, I wasn't expecting that kind of damage that to come from Edit. I know it's strong. I know it has the Inspire, but 2-0 with that one, that was actually impressive. Oh, look at 1-1 is staying there, waiting for something, but didn't quite connect. And I was just saying, bro, Lunaris, even though they had level 4 and way ahead of Zetian, it couldn't just make it worth it, right? And at some point, they took the turtle and ended up with on even trade. But still, losing 2 kills against Phantom in the early, I wouldn't have expected. Okay, I like what I see, and honestly, it's just the beginning of the game at this point. 3 minutes and a half in, the goal gap is only 1k into the favor of Boal Valkyries. They're not having quite too many items, or not even one item completed. Only one has, because it's like give up to the boots.
And also another thing going for Phantoms is that their late game will be crazy. Right now, the damage has been tested by Belric, and I don't think he's happy about what he got from those tests. Half HP for Belric? Oof. Oh, double taunt. Wait a second, it could be a skirmish. It will be a quick execution maybe. Yeah, Tui get interrogated, but she's quite tanky woman. Oh, she wants to run. She's alive even. she's alive, and that's what's super important. Both Valkyries kind of wasted their time, wasted their spells, and Yatui still got out, even without the flicker. I mean, that's decent.
Okay, that was a close call. That was a close call. It's okay that it was. It wasn't that kind of a short fight, but it was there to just use some utilities for the turtle. Okay, surprise there. 2 levels ahead of the Rome.
Oh
Oh,
no.
and the one in the bot lane. What is that?
Yeah, you cannot take the 1v1s. 1-1, she's better in the 1v1s. Hanabi should just farm. She should either cut or wait, half damage for Belric. Yeah, but you don't really want to take the fight, or rather, I don't know what they really want to do. They look undecisive, and now it's too late. Suzune is almost dead. Super Backback trying to chase for her, or rather chasing for anyone who's in her range. Miore burst damage on this skirt, and she could not even ult. She's dead now. Luna Slaver getting that pick off, and they will also get a purple buff, I think, with no real downtime. Yeah, they get it straight away, and now they get a lizard too. And just when we were saying phantoms, they have the chance, it's playable, this is slipping through their fingers. I'm not saying it's lost necessarily, but oh wait, if Melia died here, I think it might have become not really lost completely, but it might have become much harder. But she survived.
Yeah, I mean, of course, clearly we saw that Boars Gaming have a bit, Valkyrie, sorry, have more advantage in this early game. They won a bit more. They took 2 turtles out of 3, and at this point, yeah, they have the composition to stand against them. But Phantom, they're not just too aggressive.
There's the taunt, there's the true man knock-up from Yatui, and the follow-up through Zetian's ult. Fury of the Phoenix is there. Kitani will get targeted. Belric dies, and it's a kill for My Chinese. So the kill is back in her hands. It's 1-1, but still, Red Bull, she's kind of had, you know, half a level. Oh wait, Yatui, too deep. Oh no. And now My Chinese
look at the
feels the
damage.
Yeah, crossbow tank, deleting. That's the issue. If your tank stacks it up and you get it in your face, oofski. Ooh, that's bad.
Hey, bro. I think you missed something, bro. You missed the other half of the map. There was such a skirmishes in the bot lane, but you missed that. In the mid lane, Meore just solo killed Zitian. Malia didn't have any chance to survive against the Harley. You cannot just hide from this little guy, little magician. And on the top lane, Povis was also pushing the tower, while Edit was not there. Omzi Skirt was not there. Was trying to help in the both sides. Got kind of not helped too much, but lost the tower in this time. And Hanabi, we see, got a killer, but it's struggling to survive, and it's gonna be 1v3 coming in soon enough.
My Chinese, oh no, and she's gone.
Wow.
That was
that instant.
That was as quick as opening a can of water. Wow.
Yeah.
Super back, jumping in the back, and now 2-man knock-up, 3-man looking into deeper. Their line, Sazana getting picked off. There's a taunt pushing Yatui back, and right now Super back even diving in. There's a crossbow tank finishing off, mega kill, and Melia. No, Melia is alive actually with just little tiny bit of HP, and I think she's really happy about that. But if you look at the scoreline, if you look at the gold difference, Boros Valkyries are storming through.
Hey, compared with the last game I've seen from Phantom, now they seem kind of off the place. Something is not adding up because they were playing much better, much more connected to each other. Right now, I see Malaya just giving up on her life on the mid lane, like just like that. I mean, she is like attacked by Meore, is just standing there. Now it's attacked by 1-1 with the ultimate, right, with the crossbow ultimate. It's just standing there. But look, you survived first time against Meore, the second time against 1-1. Just don't give up until the finish. Message is there with lost, you have lost or whatever, right? You just keep going. You have Cyclops, you just have to play around Cyclops and against Hanabi, because lower defenses are going to be easier with Hanabi on your side, and also with Edit, because Edit ultimate plus the Inspire, or not even with Inspire, they're just good to defense. So just play like that. You need to just play around those heroes, and in the end it's gonna come on top. But you need to don't play reckless. If you play reckless, Boars Valkyrie are just gonna punish. Look, Hanabi is there, they don't know yet. Now they know her position, they might go for her. Okay, they're pushing her behind a bit, not too much.
Yeah. But also at the same time, if it comes to team fights, you need to not chase for them. You rather need to disengage, run out, because that's
Let them
what
go.
your team comp is good at. If you re-engage with Yatui into a choke point, it's a crazy 3-man, 4-man, even 5-man knockup, you win the team
Yeah.
fight. Or at least the rest survives and Yatui dies. Okay, she sacrifices herself, but the rest is fine. If you go in, most of you is gonna die. Not the good move. Also, if you go in, the crossbow tank is so much easier to stack up, and Alicia is gonna have a great time. Half HP on the middle tower, a holy shield getting dropped on the bottom one. Can you keep it on the top one? That's the big thing. I think they need to realize, oh no, it's too late, it's gone. Ooh, holy
Yeah.
shield getting popped as well. So it's just the towers themselves, inhibitor towers right now, only two left.
No more.
Destroy tower by Yves, and they are going for more. Alicia is focusing down the tower, not really doing that much damage. Of course, it's at XP bow. You have to trying to buy some time. Okay, they
Oh.
successfully defended the bottom one for a bit, but can they get them out really? Miora almost killing Suzuna. I think Suzuna is really okay. The heal is there. That's what I've been talking about, but
Oh.
no, Yatui gets killed instead. Yes, Cyclops survived, but the roamer is gone, even without using the ult. And right now, Borsvark is to try to make a final push, go for the base crystal, but I'm not sure if they can do it in one quick go. This Kurt, oh no, she got picked away. It is that. You are missing a lot of damage. Now Miora trying to pick them off, but Suzuna has the knockup. Rather, the CC Mobilize pops on her head. The minions are closing in. They're trying to go for the base, but not so much damage for Boss Valkyries. The damage on the base is not so huge. Suzuna tried to defend. Yatu is back there. She has the ult. She hops in, all right. She catches the front line. Kitoni is that super backback. Might be the next target to be done for. Isha is jumping around, and does she have the crossbow tank? I think she does, but she doesn't have it stacked up yet, because if she did, she would have went in. There's the Mobilize, but no follow through on that. I get it. You don't want to risk it. Knock up. Alicia, does she get it? Oh no, she gets the
Oh.
crossbow tank off. Okay, and she gets out. Alicia, beautiful performance on that 1-1. Unfortunately for Phantoms, they could not really catch her off guard.
Hey, that's still a beautiful survival game here because Phantom, I thought they're done for, but somehow they survived even without Yatuil. But Yatuil came back, managed to kill one of them, and then pull them away, push them back from their inner sides of the base. And they also, let's say they took out the Inspire and the Ultimate from 1-1, also pushing her away from the base. And I think they also, my Chinese was the one targeted by 1-1, but that, whoa, never
Knockup,
mind, look at this fight.
three-man knockup on the front line, but no, Melia is getting targeted now. A lot of CC, a lot of damage, but too much damage from the side of Boris Valkyries as they pick apart every member of Phantoms, and they are running for their lives. Suzuna will probably get targeted next. Elisha is there. She took a way around. She gets shut down, but still, she took Suzuna off, and now it's just two heroes able to clear the waves. And can they do it? Half HP on the base crystal. Base crystal is getting targeted. Lunar Slaver is hitting it with everything she has, and the base crystal explodes just about now. No, she doesn't. Oh, it does. I
It
thought for a bit
does.
that there is a secret HP reservoir that they found somewhere. You know, they plugged a second battery into the base crystal because it survived like multiple autos, but it was because of the minions. They got it in the end. Force Valkyries, beautiful performance. They played exactly how their team comp is supposed to play. But if I would have to give one thing to Phantoms, it was the first fight. It was beautiful. Unfortunately, they were not able to build upon that. After that, they lost basically everything that they went in. My Chinese got 1v1. Melia didn't choose the right way to rotate through. She got picked off, and then Suzuna got invaded super, super hard. Look at the gold difference. It's 4,000. If Cyclops had the same gold as Miore, I don't think Suzuna is dying. It would be the crazy, super sustained, super tanky Cyclops that you cannot really deal with. Unfortunately, that was not the case.
Yeah, you were mentioning right. That first fight was good. They just needed to replicate that one fight. If they could
Yeah.
have managed to replicate that, it at least would have been better, or they wouldn't have lost so much farm, so much towers, so much creep from the junglers, and the advantage. Because at that point, it was like 500 to 1k farm difference, because they had the turtle and some of the side minions pushed. So that was from where the gold gap was. But other than that, they were kind of even in the levels, in the let's say tower pushed and everything. But after that, a fight came into the jungle. They were separated and they lost two members. It went 4-2 from that 2-2 equal score, right? And from there, it just went more and more 2k, 3k, 5k, 10k goal gap between the teams until the end. even more than 10K. So that was what was allowing Boar's Valkyries to just manipulate the game the way they wanted. They wanted the mid tower, they got it. They want firstly before the tower, they wanted the shield from all the sides, they got the shields from all the sides. And at some point, with let's say maybe 3 or 4 more minutes into the game, I think the final result would have been different because Phantom was a bit, tiny bit dangerous to Boar's Valkyries, and they were not having that much farm. But imagine with a couple of more minutes into the game, what would have been happening.
Oh yeah, definitely. If they would be able to hit that magical mark of 40k,
Yeah,
they ended on like I believe 30, 29k. So if they had like as you are saying 5 more minutes, 4 more minutes, something like that to just hit either close to 40 or exactly 40k mark, their carries would have the items and it would mean so much. On the other side, they had multiple carries that needed a lot of gold. That was Cyclops, that was Zatian, that was Hanabi, that was Edith even. So I feel like for their specific scenario, it wouldn't really be the 40k. It would more so be like 50k or maybe even more, where all their carries have their items. Because usually it's the mid laner, it's usually the gold laner. Those are the guys that need the gold. Of course, sometimes the jungler, right? But their specific team comp had many carries, which is good in one thing. If you get ahead, it's really hard to deal with you because there's so many carries. If each of them has like one kill or one gold plating from a tower or something, like some advantage that they have, you always need to think, okay, so I kill this one, but the other one will kill us all. Okay, so if I kill this one, then there's the third one, and then there's the fourth one too. So it's super complicated. But one weakness of this specific setup, if you play from behind. If you play from behind, you have nothing. Your heroes don't have the gold, and if they don't have the gold, usually they don't have the damage, they don't have the tools at their disposal. So yeah, it was kind of the recipe they went for. Risky, could have been high reward, but unfortunately this time it was just the risk for no reward.
yeah. Indeed, I completely agree. I completely agree. It would have been different, maybe with some other picks as well. Maybe they could have just went something else. But other than that, we're gonna have our next, and it's gonna be the final, right, Warren? It's gonna be the final matchup from today.
I think so. If my info stands correctly, then it should be, but it's Echo Esports against Foot Esports. Those are the two lady teams taking upon each other, and soon enough we should be seeing the first roster, and I think the first one to see will be Echo Esports. Alice, take it away.
We're having Reina, Sunlight, Athena, Mauve, and Demony.
Oh yeah, that's the
Hey,
squad. By the way, did you know who is the youngest? Just
uh,
guess. Who you think?
okay, who's the youngest? Maybe
Mm-hmm.
Reina.
Damn, you good at that game. All right. Yeah,
No,
she
no
is. She
way,
is.
no way.
Yeah, yeah, she is. She's the youngest. So I saw some content from the ladies, and they were saying that she's like the most hot-headed, right? Because she's the youngest. Like she always wants to prove herself. So we will see what she can do
Okay,
against
okay.
Foodie Sports. But Foodie Sports will be coming right up, right about now, I believe so, and their roster is super duper stacked. Of course, the victors of the last season, season one, Frozen Diva, where they were able to beat down their opponents in the finals, and it's Unohana, Kujo, Zendaya, Mieko, and Nora. This is the squad of the ladies, and man, just when I look at them, I have the memories how they were able to play. It all comes back. Oof, Echo Esports have a very tough battle ahead of them.
Eh, all I have to say that is gonna be interesting, and usually the draft I see from Footy Sports nothing unusual, just very strong, very capable communications, positioning, and everything, map knowledge and gameplay knowledge from them. And the other side, Echo Esports, they're not falling behind with that because they're also having a good lineup all the time. They are playing together, they're barely making mistakes because at the end of the day, that's what defined a win. That's what's make the difference. The little mistakes you make or the little mistakes enemy make and how you play around those mistakes. Because if you make a mistake but you know to play around it, it's okay. You can make it a few here and there, Let's just hope enemies are not gonna take advantage of that. But if the enemy make, you pray to God for them to make so you can take that advantage, right? That's what you expect to see, and I expect today on this matchup to be very interesting because I love how both of the team play, how they draft, and I want to see how it's gonna end up into the land of down into the battlefield. What is it gonna be? Echo esports or foot esports?
Yeah, all I know when I look into the future, into the threats of fate, I think I know that the team that will be winning will be called esports. That's kind of given, so we
Wow.
know that. But more than that, it's kind of foggy. I cannot really make it out. So that's all I can give you, folks. Uh, we'll be hopping into the draft quickly, or rather, soon enough, right? But if we are talking those two rosters, who do you think are the powerhouses in your eyes? I've been saying that for Phantoms, that's how I feel about them. How do you feel about Foot, right? Because Foot has been around for a long time. And don't cop out. Don't say all of the members are on equal footing. I think they all add up into the pie equally, and I think all of them are on the same level in my eyes. Just throw, okay? Just pick two and say who are the carries for Foot in your eyes.
I will say jungle and mid lane.
All right,
Those
all right.
those two lanes.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I think XP, Gold Line, and Rome are crying in the corner and possibly writing you a pretty nasty message into the DMs. How dare you? Right? Nah, I'm kidding. Right? Of course. But all right, decent choice. Decent choice. I myself would have went for a Gold Lane and Rome. I feel like they are super
Okay.
super strong in my eyes. Of course, not saying that the rest are not, but that would be my choice. For Echo Esports, I'm gonna throw it to you again, so we kind of go back and forth. Where do you feel their strengths lies the most?
I mean, I'm gonna put again the mid lane, but not with the jungle, but with the roam. The duo between the mid lane and the roam.
All right, fair enough. Demony and the mid lane. That's what
Yep.
you say. Alrighty, alrighty. Uh, I'm gonna piggyback a little bit off you because you said jungle for Foot. I feel like jungle for Echo is crazy. I feel like she's doing a lot of extra work, a lot of stuff. She's fixing a lot of mistakes that are happening, and I'm going to go for jungle with mid. So I'm gonna like pick a little bit from you, but also like making mine. So yeah,
Hey, you're the coach, my guy.
I basically copied your homework, but I made it mine so the teacher doesn't know. That's what I'm trying to say. So be cool, bro. Don't worry. We are not gonna get
Hey,
fired or something.
does it mean, bro? Does it mean that I can coach too at this point?
I mean, if you want, I can get you in for us for a coaching session. If you feel like you have something to share, you
I'm
can help me out.
I'm curious. Nah, I'm gonna be like, you know what? It's gonna be sensitive information about me, but you know how toxic I am when I'm playing.
You're toxic. Damn. But you know what? It would be good in a sense because it could band my team together with me against you. Like we could be like, oh, Alice, he is such a toxic guy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. He said it completely wrong. I agree. Yeah, guys. Yeah, look at him. Like, what does he know about the game? Right? So maybe I will use you.
I
But
can
you know.
unite your team, man.
But right, we are happy that you are watching ESEL production. That's bringing you today, season 2, Emerald Diva. If you did not already, drop a like, drop a subscribe so you have all the action. It will be going into the playoffs. The next streaming day will be a playoff day. This is the last day of the
Ooh.
groups. Just for a quick recap, how is it going? It's Boris Valkyries on the top of their group with 6
Yep.
points out of 6 games. Then there is Phantoms with 3 points. Those are the teams that will be qualifying from Group B. Group A, of course, Noctua and Boris Gaming. Those are the 2 teams from there. Then we have Void Kids Celestia qualifying from Group C. Because that was a group with 3 teams. Then we
Yep.
have Group D, where we will be having, right? We don't know. We don't know. That's the thing. Because if Echo Esports are able to beat Foot, they can qualify. They can qualify
Okay.
instead of them because I think what matters is their respective match, like the match against each other. But wait, did they not play against each other? Because I think they did already. Oh, they did. So it would be. I think it would come down if it would be like Echo Esports win now and Food Esports won in the first place. It would be based on the time or some metrics that the ESL has. We don't know them exactly, so we don't want to tell you some mumbo jumbo that's wrong. But it would come down to the stats. But the important part is that Echo Esports can still qualify if they win out this really hard battle, because it's literally the victors of the last season. It's it's as tough as it gets. There's nothing harder than that, probably. All right, you could meet Falcons Vega. They look super strong as well, super scary. But we don't know
Ooh.
how Falcons Vega add up against other teams. We can only think, we can only fantasize. But Food Esports, they beat everyone. They won last season. So we know that. It's on the paper.
Hey,
And if I,
so
yeah, go on, Alice.
I was thinking now that you mentioned those two teams, Footy Sports, we know already what they can do, but there are teams, Boars Gaming, meaning the female team, right? We also know what they can do. If I'm not mistaken, they also were in the last season, right? Warren, you know more info,
Yeah,
more inside info
top
than me,
four,
so
top
please
four,
correct me if I'm wrong.
top four, yeah.
Okay. And then you have Boars Valkyries, you mentioned that also good. Now we have Noctra that at this point they are
By the
above
way,
Boars Valkyries, right?
Bringing Bats, just for the old
Okay.
schoolers, was the second top four team next to the two finalists. It was Boars, Bring It Bats, Footy Sports,
Footy
and
Sports.
the second finalist team, which I have so hard time, and Zakota will be so sad and mad at me that I don't know it because they are his friends, that I don't know the name. I'm sorry, Zakota, don't choke me in my sleep, please. I want to live. I'm sorry. I have a hard time remembering the name, but folks, you know. Sorry, go on, Alice.
Okay. Yeah, no worry, bro. I just told you, just correct me if I'm wrong. And yeah, coming back to it, it's gonna be those teams that we already know what they can do. But now we have two more teams. You mentioned, right, that we are having Falcons Vega. We don't know what they can do that against strong teams like the ones that we mentioned before that they got in top four, right, in the last tournament. And on top of that, we have also Void Case Celestia, right? Those two teams are going to be the surprise of this tournament because we were probably expecting Footy Sports to win this, or maybe Falcon Vega, since it's a big name, huge name that people know about. Also, if I'm not wrong, both Falcon Vega and Footy Sports are qualified for bigger tournaments as well, right?
You mean
In the
MWI?
Paris,
You
yeah,
mean
in the Paris,
MWI?
yeah,
Are they? I was not following, so I might not know. You probably have more information on that than
yeah.
me. I
I think
only
they are.
know
I think they are.
who. Okay. Oh, all right. All right. All right.
Yeah. So basically, those two teams are big, are gonna fight there. And if I'm not mistaken, Void Kisalesti as well, they are, but under new name,
Under GK,
playing
yeah, I
in
think
that.
so. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
So it's gonna be, we are gonna basically have, I don't know if we're gonna see in the
We have a
global
Paris
tournament.
before Paris, is what Alice is trying to
Yeah.
say, right? We have such
Yeah.
a good sneak peek into what's gonna happen. So, folks, you will have the info first. You will have
Yeah.
that. You will know that. And the people in Paris will be like, all right, I did not expect this team to play this good. Well, you knew. You knew because you
Yeah.
got it here first.
As I was mentioning, we don't know for sure if the encounters from here will be similar with the encounters from the Paris, exactly, right? Because there are like
Yeah,
other team, more
that's true.
teams.
That's true.
But at least we can see earlier. We can have a pre-show to the actual show. What's gonna happen there, and that's gonna be interesting to watch. So guys, don't go anywhere and just sit back, relax, because we are gonna start soon our next and last match, BO1 for today. That's gonna end up. That's gonna be the conclusion for the group stage, and we are gonna hop onto the playoffs, right, Warren?
Yeah,
Into Monday, if
yeah.
I'm not wrong, and
Yeah,
that's gonna be interesting.
we will be having the playoffs, and I don't know if we are leaking something that's not supposed to be known. But yeah, since you already mentioned it, I'm just gonna check. Yeah, it's the Monday. It's the Monday from 7 p.m. It should be happening.
They
That's right.
be ready and just don't miss out because are gonna be even more interesting games. If until now it was some one-sided matches deciding who's gonna be the top one or top two from the each group, now be ready because it's gonna be only top tier teams fighting throughout the brackets because it's going to be a bracket system. I don't want to spoil too much because I'm not sure as well, and even if I would know, I wouldn't want to just break the surprise for you. But yeah, we're just gonna expect things like this, and I just know it's gonna be insane, awesome, interesting gameplay from sides. No more one-sided matches, I can assure of that, because it's gonna be the top of the cherry on top of the cake.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I guess we should rename it to Cherry Diva, as Alice so beautifully called it. Maybe that's the name for the
Yeah,
summer. By the way, we know the name for the summer, but we don't want to leak it to you just yet. So, but they have
you
a
know
name.
what that
They
goes
have a name.
for? What are
Unfortunately, we are not gonna have extra money for coming up with the name. So yeah, Alice, are you writing down the name?
Yeah, Cherry Tournament Female
Perfect,
Season 3.
perfect. All right,
Probably.
get it, get it copyrighted, so you can use that. But of course, folks, it's as it was before. We are making sure that the ladies have the best possible conditions to play in, restarting routers, restarting the phones theoretically, making sure they are cooled down. Summer is coming; it's kind of hot. Sometimes you need a fan for your phone. So we are making sure all of this is set up so everyone can play in their peak conditions. So the competition that you will be seeing can be absolutely flawless, can be exactly as the teams are able to perform. So we're just making sure that this is possible. So please hang in there, stay with us before we get there. And in the meantime, we will let us pour you another cappuccino, right? Uh, Alice, we were talking about the mage, about the fighter, about the roamer. So,
Yep,
what are
yep.
your expectations for those heroes? If you look at it as like the dev for MLBB, you are looking at the heroes. What do you think it's missing? Because usually you want to put a hero that kind of course, he shares some thematics with some other guys, but you want to have someone new. So, what do you think will the fighter be, for example? Because I feel like the fighters are the closest to us. Me as an XP laner, you as a jungler. So, what do you think the fighter will be?
Something that doesn't do already, because so far, let's not say that they are just combining some of the heroes some of the skills of the heroes that are already in the game. They are just reinventing the skills and putting them into a new hero. Right now, I want to see something that we didn't saw, something that
Mm.
it's haven't been even think about into this land of dawn battles, right? Something new, something that I don't know, maybe you know what? Maybe just add some other section of fighting in the map, you know? Not just the heroes, right? Don't just add a new hero, maybe add another section on the battlefield. That because you have the old map, the old same map, same fights. Okay, they moved.
So
Okay, in the
you,
past, wait,
mm.
wait. In the past, we were having the lanes. We everyone know top side is the goal lane or both side is the XP lane, right? But now they're just some from time to time mixed, right? You don't know exactly when you press the start button. Now you tell me, what do you think about this?
Man, I'm thinking. I feel like we don't really have. Wait, let me see who was the last edit fighter, so I can kind of look behind the curtain, so I know, like,
Okay,
what
okay.
what they might be thinking. So
I
the
think Sora
last
was the
edit,
last one.
yeah, yeah, Sora fighter assassin. So if we are going along those lines, fighter assassin. Before him, it was, by the way, Lucas, which is
Yeah, yeah.
written down as just a fighter, not fighter assassin, which I would honestly give him. I feel like he also could be classified as a fighter assassin. So we have two really bursty fighters, kind of a lot of sustain in both of their kits. Mm, I feel like this will be a fighter tank. I think it will be a fighter tank. I think so. I think it will be something like not Bakshian necessarily because he is just a tank, but something along the lines of Fredrin, something along the lines of Yujongs, something like that, where either through the kit or through the stats that he's given, he's kind of beefy. He can stay there for long and play out the longer fights. Because if you look at Lucas and Sora, both of them are super quick in the team fights, super quick. Neither of them
Okay.
is there for the long fights. So I feel like a fighter which would play out similarly to Uranus, I don't know, maybe.
Hmm. Okay, Warren, now that you told me this, do you have any preference on your hero to be like perma ban or not ban at all? Because from what you're telling me, this guy is not gonna have an open slot into picking, man.
I guess so, yeah.
Hey, you know what? I think we just need to end up this yapping session, man.
Oh yeah, we were going for a Guinness World Record for yapping, but unfortunately we are cut off because yeah, the admins told us that unfortunately the next match will not be happening because of some technical difficulties that are being done, and we don't want to stop the players from playing their match. We want to make it the most comfortable for them as we can. So we are going to let them play their match. Unfortunately, you are not going to be able to catch it here live. We are so sorry for that. But you know what you can do? You can hop into the Discord, and we have a beautiful, awesome admin there. He's called Serhi, and he's going to tell you all about it. He's going to give you the tidbits. He's going to tell you what happened, how it happened, who won, how they won. So hop in there, hop into the Discord so you have the news. I get it. It's kind of old school. It's like when your dad listened to the radio and he was like, "Oh yeah, yeah, Chelsea is playing against Arsenal. Oh yeah, that's cool." I get that. We are sorry for that. For playoffs, it will all be good. It will all be great. No mishaps like those. We can assure you of that. But this is the only way we can give you that match. We are so sorry. Thanks for tuning in for today. It was shaky. Next time will be going much better. Unfortunately, uh, the hardware failed us today. Is the summer, I've been telling you, folks. We are happy you joined in, Alice. Thanks for having the desk with me. It was me, Warren 1X, joining with Alice. Great matches that we seen. Unfortunate that we did not see all of them. And this will be all from us. See you next time. See you on Monday.